Welcome folks, my name is Tom Beatty. I'm the chair of the Web Design and Development program at Newmont College of Computer Science, and today we're going to do some JavaScript programming. Okay, we just learned about for loops. Now I want to talk about another couple of loops, while and do while loops. They're very similar. They do have slight differences, but again they are loops, so they're designed to run code multiple times. So let's start with a while loop. And this is going to look kind of familiar. And maybe before I start with a while loop, let's declare a variable. We'll call it m, and we'll say m equals, let's start with 0. 0 is a good place to start. While m is less than 5, then we'll say console.log m. Now, here's a big difference with while loops versus for loops. While loops, you have to make sure to create some sort of incrementer on your own, or make sure that this expression will eventually be false. Otherwise, you're going to have a loop that goes on forever, and you really don't want that. It will lock up your browser and cause all sorts of other things. So I'm going to make sure that I put in m++ here. And so it's going to count m starting at 0, so long or while m is less than 5, it's going to run what's in these curly braces here. And so let's give that a try. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because as soon as it equals 5, this expression is no longer true. It doesn't run it again. And I'm going to put just an empty console log here just to give me a little space. And now let's define n. And n is going to equal 0. And we're going to do a do. And do is going to look really similar, but it works slightly differently. And I want to make sure you understand the difference. So I put my curly braces here. And I'm going to say console.log n and n++. And then down here, I'm going to put my while n is less than 5. And I do put a semicolon here because that's proper syntax. I know normally you don't do that when you have curly braces unless you're defining a variable. But we do have that here. It is proper syntax for JavaScript. So let's run this and see if we can see any differences. Seems to count exactly the same way. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is one key difference though, and we can't see it unless we go ahead and make n some other number. Let's make it 7. Now, if n is equaling 7, n is no longer less than 5. And so I'm going to save this, and I'm going to run it, and ooh, it still outputted that 7. And the reason is because in a do while, it's going to run this code once, no matter what. Then it's going to get to the while and check the condition to determine whether or not it should run it again. But the first time through, it's automatically going to run it. With a regular while, it checks the condition first. And so if I were to change this to 7, it doesn't end up running any of that code that's inside the curly braces. So, slight difference. With the while, it only runs the code if the condition is true. With a do while, it will run the code once and then check to see if the condition is true to decide whether or not it should run it again. So, slight difference, but important. And that's the while versus the do while. Alright, if you like this video, please hit subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I will provide more content in the future and keep it entertaining for you. Thanks a lot.